So, good morning. I was just wondering if you guys were aware of this, but I've learned recently that frozen broccoli, organic, is actually even better than fresh because the freezing actually breaks down some of the, I guess, cell structures and releases the good compounds. Kind of like garlic, you're supposed to cut it up like 10 minutes and that's it because it does its thing with the oxygen. Same thing with the broccoli. If you have fresh broccoli, you're supposed to actually cut it up and leave it sitting for 45 minutes before you cook it or eat it or whatever, so it can do its thing. But if you buy it frozen, organic, and I buy organic frozen, then the freezing process already does the breakup and it already brings out these compounds, so it's actually more nutritious and has better health benefits for you. So anyways, so I'm going to make my broccoli. Give me 1 second, I forgot my scissors. So literally it's very simple. I just take the frozen broccoli bag. You know, I don't know, it's actually very simple. Sorry, my hand's in the way. I take the frozen broccoli and I put it all in the bag, and then I take my I'm using my empty bottle, sorry. I just had to buy some new ones. And then for cooking, I use avocado oil. And if I do like salads or anything cold, I use olive oil. But since I'm going to put this in the oven at 400 degrees, which is quite high, I'm going to use the avocado oil. So this is a new bottle. Just bought it last night. So, and I'm going to put a good amount of oil over it, because don't be afraid of the healthy fats, right? And I do like it to be. And then I put some spices over, whatever I like. What am I going to do today? Let's see what I feel like. Probably some fresh thyme I have in the fridge. Let me grab that real quick. Let's see where I have it. So I'll probably do some fresh thyme. I do have some garlic, but I don't feel like chopping it right now, and it's not prepped, and I would have to let it sit. So I just take the fresh little thyme leaves and I just, you know, hold it on the top and just, oops, well, see, the top always breaks, but I mean, you can eat the stem and I just kind of peel it off. And the top I just put in whole because it's so soft you don't even notice it. So you hold it on the top and you just peel it down with your thumb and your finger. I don't know if you can see this, and then you just put it in there. That's how I do it. I'm not sure if there's any other methods, but that works for me. So I just kind of, see, in these soft ones, I just kind of put the whole thing in there. I mean, you don't even feel it anymore, but like those bigger ones that I have, I just kind of like go like this and then put the rest in here. It's a little time consuming because you have to spend a little time at it, but all good things take time, right? That's how I was raised. Everything that's worthwhile takes time. So, and even if you add some of the stems in there, I mean, like I said, they are edible. It's just sometimes they can get a little hard to chew, but I'm not afraid of chewing. I like things. I like crunchy and crispy things. So I'm just going to put like thyme on here, and then and I would probably put a lot more in there. I can add a little more later. This is going to take it long, going to make it for a long video. And depending on how these things come, sometimes it's a little bit easier to do this than others. So I'll probably do this a little bit of thyme. I would put a lot more in. I'll add a little more later. And I'm going to grab some of my Mrs. Stash. Let me see what I got. I got the table blend. I kind of like that. I mean, I have most all of them. I have the onion and the garlic. And I'm going to maybe put a little bit over with this, just to kind of, and then, because it doesn't mix well because it's frozen, right? So I just kind of mix that up a little bit really quickly to mix the oil really well. So this is a little noisy. It's a glass bowl. It's a lot of clinking, I know. And then a little more because it doesn't really spread well when it's frozen. It's kind of awkward to do. And then it's very simple. I'm preheating the oven right now at 400 degrees. While I'm doing this, and my oven heats pretty quickly. So I'm just gonna add a little more. I don't want too much. I mean, honestly, a lot of times I just do the broccoli itself But also what I do want, some Himalayan sea salt. I'm sorry, I had not planned this, so I just kind of spur of the moment decided I'll show you this way. Nothing ready, but I'll take some of my Himalayan sea salt grinder with the coarse salt, because it has all the minerals in it, right? And salt, I mean, you need salt. Salt is actually not bad for you. I mean, if you have high blood pressure, obviously be careful. But once you get better with it, you know, we need to have enough. Actually, believe it or not, I had cut my salt down so much one time that I had low sodium on my blood test. So, yeah. And sometimes, like me, I have sometimes dealing POTS, you have low blood pressure too. You actually crave salt because it brings it up. So, most of the time I have salt cravings. But for a little while there, actually, I did have a little bit of a high blood pressure. They put me on some blood pressure medicine, lisinopril, I think it was. I don't know. I only took it for, I don't know, a couple of months maybe? Not even. I don't like taking meds. And I was like, nah, I'm going to try this another way. Then I changed my eating and everything. So a little bit of salt and plain salt and minerals. And then literally, I mean, this is so simple. This is the easiest thing ever. No cutting, no mess. You have a bowl, you have 2 spoons, and you have your baking sheet. And that's pretty much all you got to clean up. And then I'll just take this whole thing and dump it on here. And then I just kind of spread it out a little bit. I hope you can somewhat see that. Like this. And can you see that? I think so. And then this whole thing now goes in the oven at 400 degrees for, yeah, maybe 20 minutes. But I set the timer for 5-minute increments because it's frozen. It will get, you know, all the water will now melt and you get it kind of soggy otherwise. So you have to open the door, leave it open for a couple of seconds to let all the steam out. Otherwise, it'll get really soggy in my mind, because the first time I didn't understand this and I was like, why is this so soggy? And then, you know, but when you open the door, like, so every 5 minutes I open the door and let some of the steam out. And I bake it about, I think 20 minutes, maybe 23. It depends on the, sometimes, I don't know, sometimes it bakes faster than others. And it depends on if you want it a little browned or not browned. That's up to you. But I would say probably at least maybe 15 minutes. I don't know. You can try 10. I mean, you can eat broccoli raw if you like it, you know. It's just once it was frozen, I don't know, it has this weird consistency. So, yeah. That's my broccoli, and this is my broccoli for today. I can eat the whole bag in one day because I eat a lot. Like I said, 75% of my daily intake is vegetables. So that big bag, and it's a 2-pound bag, 907 grams, in case you're like metric, wherever you are. So almost a kilo broccoli, but literally, I mean, that's not even, I can eat this in one day easy and more. But this is probably going to be for today and maybe a little bit for tomorrow. What is today? Thursday? I'm off tomorrow. Yeah. So I'll have some left over for tomorrow. And I already have my meat left over, and I have some black rice still left over. So I'll just mix that with the broccoli, and that'll be my food for today. But it's quick and easy, no mess. I have to clean up this bowl with the spoons, and then the baking sheet, I'll just have to take the paper off and you're done. At least for the veggies, right? Anyways, hope that helped. And give me any tips and tricks if you have something that you like to bake that's quick and simple and healthy. I would be loving to find out more, because I'm always learning. I'm, you know, always interested in discovering more things, because you never stop learning, right? Toodles.